Smash that limiter!
Welcome, Spliffy. It's our 50th episode. How exciting is that?
Big 5-0, yes. So
Yeah.
5 followed by a 0.
Yeah.
How are you?
Pretty crazy, pretty busy. It's been
Yeah.
been a little bit hectic. We were supposed to try and organize a guest, but life got away from us.
Yeah, life happened.
Yeah, I only just realized. I'm like, we get on and I'm going live, and I was just like saying to Spliffy, I'm like, oh yeah, we don't have a guest.
Yeah.
I asked Ray, and she just like said no.
No.
so it's just gonna be me and Spliffy for the 50th anniversary episode, or the 50th episode. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. We got to 50. We'll get to 100 definitely.
Or when we have 100, when we get to 100, we'll have a guest on.
Yeah, we should try and do like a group podcast for the 100th. That'd be kind of cool.
Like have like all the
chaotic,
guests
but-
we've had in the past or something.
Nah, well, maybe we could have a combination, but try and have like a group of people or something like that, maybe.
Right.
And then like
Okay.
just talk shit.
So nothing changes.
Kind of cool. That would be cool. That would be cool. It'd also be like really cool. Remember when I was like when I was making the troll, like we should just like make up some BS at PAX or something like that and try and get a panel.
No.
just have like a random panel. People will have no clue who we are, and we're just like talking, and people like come in and just sit and listen, and just like, who are these people? Like, and we're like,
that would be a very interesting day. I think we would get kicked out.
Oh yeah, especially when I open my mouth.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it'd be fucking interesting though. That's for sure.
No filter.
No filter whatsoever.
None.
Yeah, that would be cool though.
It would be. Yeah. Just
Just
like you're on your deathbed and you're like, hey, check this shit out. Check what we fucking did.
Well, if anything, you have to admit one thing: we are somewhat educational.
Are we?
Yeah, actually, we are.
I thought I was a dumbass.
When you think about like half the shit we communicate of information, stuff we learn, stuff we experience in life, like whether it be animal stuff, car stuff, debating, all sorts of different stuff, even like with your audio stuff, like you have to admit that.
Thank you, Keen. I drew it myself.
Yeah, I don't know who that person is.
Hello,
But,
Keen. Welcome to the chat.
Hello. Yeah, so I think it would be kind of funny if we did a panel at PAX.
Yeah, just troll packs, just one of the most organized organizations on the planet.
Yeah, just like make it up. Do what what's his name? What's the name of the guy? He's really funny. He did the fish bowl. Like no, fish tank.
Fish tank?
Yeah, he did Fish Tank. It was like that reality TV show where he got like people in a house and just made them do stupid shit.
Oh no, I don't remember his name at all. I haven't heard it in ages. I think so.
Where he like pranked the fucking organizers of a TED Talk.
Oh yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. I cannot remember what his name was, but he is absolutely hilarious. Let me actually hang on.
He fucking he turned up to the TED Talk and then he was dressed up as a Roman, and he just sat there for like 20 minutes just drinking water, like sitting in different positions and like showing his underwear to everybody, and he just sat there awkwardly, and everyone was just like, what the fuck? And like one guy like coughed and he's like, oh. Shut up, I'm talking. Like with a serious face, but he hasn't said like a single fucking word. And like, yeah, they fully thought he was like some like intelligent successful author or some shit. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it was, but like he went in there with some inspirational BS.
No, Alex, we cannot show you our underwear because I haven't drawn it yet.
Yeah, I know. But what do you mean? Why are you drawing underwear?
What do you mean? What? Hang on. What do you
did
mean?
This come out of? Well, he just you just said I haven't drawn underwear.
Look at the chat.
Yeah, I know that, but like, I don't know what you're going on about drawing underwear for.
Why not draw underwear?
I don't know. That's kind of weird, man.
What? Do you
That's
wear
I don't
underwear?
know. This conversation is devolving into a fucking Dawson and Hanson stationary
This is
supplies.
literally. Hang on. Okay. If we are going to PAX, one of the most well-organized organizations in the world,
Yeah.
and we're just gonna start talking. How? What's stopping us from talking at PAX about freaking underwear?
Yeah, just start
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
about...
You King, thank you. There is nothing weird about underwear.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, yeah, you know, each to their own. There's a whole like market of that, especially in Japan. You got the underwear vending machines.
Yes, that is like actually, you
Yeah.
know what? That is somewhat bizarre, but also genius. Because if you're a capitalist, why not do that? Like that seems like one of the most genius
Yeah, I know,
ideas
right?
ever.
Yeah, just pay a whole heap of people, men or women, to wear underwear and then just sell it, you know? Why does that exist? I don't know, but it
Because
does.
why not?
It does exist. But and
Uh,
they charge a fair amount. I think it was like I knew someone who did it who sold their underwear and it was like I think it was 30-40 bucks a fucking piece.
Fucking what? I'm in the wrong industry.
Yeah, I know. Thank you very much for the follow.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, seriously, like it was like 30-40 bucks she was charging and she would like go through a packet a week.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's disgusting. I said to her,
That's fucking. No, it's not disgusting. That's fucking genius.
yeah, I know. Like, she'd always have fresh new underwear as well from it. But like,
Yeah.
But I said to her, I said, why do you have to wear it? And she's like, well, because
Because it's not classified as this is like
I'm selling
words.
it. And I'm just like, but they're not gonna know that you wore it. Just I don't know, just put it on the armpit. You know, get really sweaty and put it on the armpit.
No. Here's the thing, right? They're buying used underwear. They're gonna. That's the kind of person who would definitely know if a pair of underwear has been used or not.
I suppose, yeah, they would know the smell.
Anyway, Claire Wardle, is that the person you were talking about?
Wait, with who?
TED Talk with that TED Talk.
No. He ran Fish Tank.
Yeah, okay. I don't remember his name. Fish Tank Troll. I am desperate to find out remember this guy's name. And I don't remember it. Anyway, you know who he reminds me of? Actually, I saw a video and actually it's one of my favorite people on the planet. Have you ever heard of Tom Green?
Tom Green.
Tom Green.
Okay, I'll show you it.
Does anyone in chat know about Tom Green? Because
I wouldn't buy a pair. I would not buy a pair of his underwear.
No, to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't buy a pair either. But I saw a video and I learned that Tom Green actually sort of revolutionized streaming and essentially is the godfather of modern day streaming.
Oh, really?
What have you got there? Yeah, he's actually
this is
genius.
Fish Tank. This is the shit that went down on Fish Tank.
Oh Christ! What is it?
That guy there, he's the one that started it. Fish Tank Live.
Does it have a name?
I don't give a fuck about Mr. Beast. Seriously, just fuck off.
Here we go. Really bad timing.
I want to just see like a couple of weird episodes. Like there was him. He's the one that created it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I actually, Ray. Here's the thing. I actually own a physical copy of that DVD. It is one of my most prized possessions.
Wait, which one's that one?
Freddy Got Fingered by Tom Green.
Oh yeah. I do know Tom Green. All right, now I get you. Yeah.
Tom Green is like one of my favorite people of all time. He was doing YouTube before YouTube was a thing by about 10 years. In the 90s, he was doing crazy shit.
Suppose if you get spat on by a tall woman, you get some velocity behind it. Now this one here, it's but anyway, he like there was this guy, what do they call him? Airsoft something or other, Airsoft Pete or something like that.
Airsoft Pete.
Yeah, and he was this really overweight guy. And he kind of was a very disproportional looking man. Like he looked He looked like the Humpback of Notre Dame. Cozzy, is it Cozzy Oscar? No, Cozzy. I'll just call his short name Cozzy. Anyway, he looked kind of like Cozzy, but like an American version, and his face was his face was pretty much as like fucked up. But anyway, and they hired him a hooker.
Yeah.
And she goes in there, and he like has a shower and whatnot. And g'day, what's up?
Hello, submissive e-boy. What a name.
Something tells me someone's generating all these accounts. Anyway, I don't care. I'm for it. So they hire this hooker, and she's she's got some class, and she goes in there. And he comes out naked. This is all on live. Like all the viewers and that are fucking watching this live. And she looks at him and goes, "Oh hell no, I'm not touching that." And he's
God, what a way to destroy your own self-esteem. What a way to have your self-esteem destroyed.
Apparently the guy had never had sex, so he was a virgin, and he was like, I think he was either 30s or 40s. And
right.
I mean, you look at him, you can see why. And he also kind of like was very unhygienic, and like he would always piss himself and shit like that as well. Anyway, right. And yeah, she's like, "Oh hell no!" And like the look on his face as she like just walked out on him was just like, I felt sorry for the guy, but also it's like, dude, you probably smell like shit. Because she said like, she was like, but as she walked out, she's like, "Oh fucking that guy, he smells like shit." Like that's pretty horrible. And then like, because on the live show, you pay money to be able to like text to speech,
right?
And there's speakers all through the house. So like alerts on Twitch, you can pay money to like have a Macchiato band play, and I'm butchering names by the way, but anyway, and so like someone just did the that meme where it's like, huh, and then like they just kept playing that over and over again after she like rejected him, and they just played it for like an hour straight. So someone spent like over $1,000 to just brutalize this guy after he got rejected by a prostitute.
That I don't know who's had it worse, in all honesty. The fact that like, okay, so spending over $1,000 on something like that, it's just like you would have to like go home that night and think, crap, what have I done?
You must have money to burn that you just really take the entertainment out of just making people
that, or you're just
horrible.
Really financially irresponsible.
That too. I don't know. Maybe they took a loan out for it just to fuck with someone.
Could you imagine that?
Oh, take a loan out. I'm going to take a loan out so I can troll people on a reality TV show.
That is one hell of a reason to take a loan out.
Yeah.
What is the reason for your loan?
I don't really know if you get an investment back on that one, but anyway.
No, you wouldn't. But there's absolutely no way you can make an investment.
So they've done 2 seasons of it so far. The first season was pretty bad. People go crazy. Like the guy that created it said to that airsoft guy to go up to one of the other women, spit her in the face, and then walk away. And then he also paid him another time to go up to all the women and ask them how babies are made. And that was awkward. And then he paid the women to ignore him.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how they they know what they're getting into. Like there's a whole heap of contracts and stuff, and he spells it out to them. So the people that go in it, they get paid at the end of it. Everyone's a winner, but you also will probably end up needing therapy afterwards as well. So
yeah, do you watch a lot of reality TV?
I do watch a bit, but not too much. It depends what it is. Like I like watching Below Deck, and I'll even watch like Love Is Blind. I will not watch any Australian reality TV shows because they're shit. Like I hate Married at First Sight. I fucking hate it. And I hate Farmers of Once a Life. Like I just don't like those shows.
I generally don't watch. Actually, first of all, I don't really watch a lot of TV, and I certainly don't watch a lot of reality TV.
Yeah, they're really, you got to be sort of. I'm really picky what I want to watch, but like, cause even the ones like like the circle is kind of interesting to watch as well, because the circle is everyone's in a building and they talk like on a chat room type of situation, but they only get a certain amount of chats per day, so they have to be strategic. And then at the end of the day, they got to like vote.
I like strategy. Yeah,
Yeah,
strategy
it
good.
is. It's strategy. Yeah, at the end of the day, they got to vote. It, it's like popularity, but it's also strategic at the same time. And the top two people, on average, end up being the influencers, and they therefore get to vote someone out of the circle. Sometimes they'll throw a curveball in. The last person on the popularity vote gets voted out. And then that person who gets voted out also gets to pick to see someone as well. Or sometimes they'll fucking throw them back in there as a different person. They've done that before where like two people got voted out and then they ended up moving them both in. This is a guy and girl who don't know each other, and they ended up moving them in the same apartment. And then they had to work together on a joint profile. So there's a lot of interesting stuff. It's like really interesting. I think I would do really well on it, I reckon.
You would want to do a reality TV show?
That sort of thing I reckon I would.
The Circle specifically.
Yeah, I reckon it'd be fun. Like,
right.
'cause I do the circle stuff all the time. Like, I'm always trolling people online. It's like my thing. I love fucking I love just fucking with people, making them either like me or hate me. It's a lot of fun. That's why I like that Office game that we play all the time.
Yes, that
because
game.
Because it's just so fun.
I actually I think we were playing on Friday.
Yeah.
And I decided, let's see what happens if I treat this game a little bit too realistically. So I just never got up from my desk and kept calling people to confirm emails and sending everyone emails, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I
definitely not how you should be playing the game,
no,
but I don't care.
I got a little bit upset when I was the manager in it, and I was sitting at my desk and everyone was knocking my door because I locked it. And I was just sending emails to every individual employee saying, I hate you. and they actually kicked me out of the lobby. Like the person who was the host ended up kicking me out of the lobby, and I was like, fuck you. I didn't even get to your name yet. Like, I didn't even send I hate you email to him. Like, I was so upset. And then I came back in and I witnessed him because there was that guy that was doing the glitch, you know, the post slips. Because in this game, you get like post slips and you can write on it, and you can stick on people's back. So you can put on this you could say every slur under the sun in that. There's no censor in this game. And for your record, for your reference, the game we are talking about is Spliffy.
Dale and Dawson's Stationary Supplies.
There you go.
I remember the name.
Look it up. It is a fucking fun game. It is not a kid game. Kids aren't on it, and I love that. It's all adults. You have a serious category, and then you got a non-serious category. Non-serious is what we strive in. That's where we don't work and we just sit there and smoke cigarettes and drink coffee and drink beer and usually troll Ray and everyone else.
No, everyone, not just Ray.
And
everyone.
My favorite hobby in that game is to steal all the fire extinguishers. So when someone sets a bin on fire, no one can put it out. That's my favorite thing to do, is just to hide the fire extinguishers when no one can find them.
Ray's locked in.
Yeah. Ray is the ultimate troll. Although Ray got you good with all the boxes the other day.
The box. Oh, yeah, no. That was when I was manager. I was just like, I do not like being manager at all. It sucks. It's, you know, I feel like you actually have to do your job.
It's a lot of pressure, isn't it?
It is. It really is. I hate it.
And no matter what choice you pick, everyone's angry at you.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's like, we need to get this manager out of here.
I got fired, so I was sitting with the other fired people.
Yeah.
And we're like listening to them just go, this Spliffy guy, he's the fucking worst manager. He keeps fucking calling a meeting every 5 minutes. And I was just like talking to Ray about it. And Ray was like, yeah, he kept calling the meeting just before the counter finishes of them being able to vote him off. And I was like, Oh. See, I fucking knew you had an A game, man. I knew you were fucking trolling without them realizing it. Like, I knew you were being
Yeah,
difficult,
man, that's
but
exactly what I was doing. It's not like I had no freaking clue and was only calling a meeting so I could fire Echo for the 4th time.
wait, how come you couldn't fire Echo?
No, I fired Echo. I kept firing Echo. The
Oh,
option was there, so I was like, all right, you're fired. You can fire janitors as well, by the way.
yeah, they
So if
fixed
you
that.
fire someone and they become a manager, not manager, they become a janitor,
Yeah,
you can fire him again. And so I kept doing that with Echo, and then it was just, I knew exactly what I was doing. It's not like I was doing it for the funds, for the funsies of it, of just doing that, and then just coincidentally, it's just before I could actually get kicked out of my position.
yeah.
That'd
Well,
be weird if I did that.
Echo was the one that ended up beat because when I went to bed, Ray said that Echo kicked all of you, both of you, out of the lobby.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, because I think Echo was a bit of a dickhead.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the point of it. I mean, to a
Well,
certain degree.
he's the reason why I got booted, and then he
Right.
booted Rats. He booted Rats for making the post lip like really big because there was a glitch
Yeah.
if you like put the post lip and pick it up on the wall, like it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and
Oh,
bigger, so it covers the
that's
whole map.
funny.
And
Yeah.
yeah, he's like, get rid of that, and Rats is like, why? And he's like, because you're trying to crash everyone's game, and he's like, no, I'm just walking around with a post lip.
How do you even know that that's what causes the game crash?
Well, yeah, that's what I thought. Like, the game can run on a potato. I don't think it'll crash it.
No, it's fine. The game,
And,
I'm pretty sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, and then he ended up booting him like from the game completely.
All right.
And he did it to me as well, and he did it to someone else that was in our game. But yeah, no, he was a bit of a dick. And then and then someone else created a lobby, Ray was saying, and then he joined back in, and everyone just started trolling the fuck out of him. So
I think that was part of my whole just firing him over and over again.
Yeah, I don't know. He really had a problem with you and Ray not doing anything. It was like he was getting really
I was
upset.
emailing.
Yeah, but you weren't doing your job.
I don't care.
You were just sitting on a computer.
I'm literally writing emails. I'm calling people to confirm their emails.
You're writing tests. Your emails is test, and then you send tests.
No, it is.
And then
Well, not anymore. Not anymore. It is literally, hey, I've noticed that, Ray has a severe smoking habit because she keeps stealing my cigarettes. Can you take care of this, please? And then I'm writing that, or I'm just sort of just writing, hey, I'm concerned about this person. They're doing X, Y, and Z. Can you take care of it, please, to the manager? And then I'm calling the manager to confirm that they got my email. And that's what I do. I don't shred anything.
You're the hardest person to figure out whether you're a slacker or a specialist because you do the same thing no matter what.
Yeah.
I had to work. I mean, it wasn't that hard, but I did when I was like, because I sent you that email on there, like, I'm like, you're making my job fucking hard because I actually have to pretend I'm working because they're suspicious of me, but they're not suspicious of you because you haven't fucking moved. But I have learned,
I'm just curious to know how far I can get away with it.
I have learnt two things.
What's that?
Viruses occur randomly.
Yes.
And so does the server cutting out.
No. Oh, is the server cutting out random?
Yes, it is because I was the only
that's
saboteur.
the other email.
I was the only sabotage person, the only slacker, and it kept going off no matter what. I never once touched the fucking server room. Yeah.
Then my emails were warranted because I kept writing to the manager saying, "Hey, we should really upgrade. I reckon the business would benefit from upgrading the servers." And then I call the manager and say, "Hey, did you get my email about upgrading the servers? I think it would be really, really beneficial."
Yeah, the virus, because I kept getting viruses on my computer, which is weird because I didn't turn the virus wall off and I never put the floppy disk in.
Oh, there's
So
a floppy disk, is there?
yeah. When you get the virus task, is turn firewall off and put the floppy disk in, and it's got a virus,
Yeah.
and then yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it was always happening to my computer. Now I don't know whether that's the game glitching out, basically outing me as a fucking slacker. But
No, I think it's part of the game. Although the game is a
yeah,
little bit buggy, I suppose.
it is, yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. And speaking of games, I played Black Ops 6 last night.
How was that? I've heard that. I actually haven't really heard anything. All I've heard is that it's a little bit in the wrong direction.
I mean, it's
What do
COD.
you think?
It's the exact same, really.
No.
It hasn't really
Oh,
changed its formula in a very long time.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Because once it's had
Yeah.
success, it just keeps going in that direction until somebody else finds more of its success.
This is fucking sick, right? I get it for fucking free.
Yeah.
The whole game free. I get it for free because of Xbox now owns Activision. So, all you PlayStation people out there, what I suggest you to do is either buy a PC and then just pay fucking like say you want to try out the game. Just if you have a PC, just pay for fucking Xbox Live Game Pass, and then you can play it for free and see if you like it, whether you want to pay it outright for PlayStation or not. Or you could buy an Xbox and do it that way. I mean, if you really want to do, but I don't think you're going to because you're going to be a PC, PlayStation lover. But yeah, I suggest PC as well because I tell you one thing, console players are very outmatched on that game. It does not work well on consoles because every single PlayStation player and Xbox player that I played with were just getting demolished by these PC players. Like, I mean, just fucking hounded. It was insane. Like, because I played last night with my brother and there was already prestige people in there. The game hadn't even been out for 24 hours.
Oh, wow. That's dedication.
Yeah, and they've already got prestige. And I was like, you fucking kidding me? And then, like, watching these people and they're just like, fucking bang, 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 bang. And here I'm then with the controller just like, why isn't the controller fucking responding fast enough? For fuck's sake. Like, because I'm playing on the Xbox. So I ended up swapping controller because my blue one's, like, really worn and it's got real bad drift and sticky buttons and stuff like that. Like, it's just worn. I've taken it apart and cleaned it that many times, but it's just fucked. Xbox controllers, they're not really good on their quality control.
I have my old 360. Actually, how old is that thing now? I have an Xbox 360 controller that's silver.
Yeah,
and I think that thing is about 12 years old now.
I've still got all my Xbox 360 controllers, and they still all work.
Yeah. Yeah.
This.
What are you looking at? Oh, of course he can't hear me. He took his headphones off. You should be able to hear him. Actually, you should be able to hear me because
I'll show you.
There you go.
I'll show you the generation of the Xbox 360 controllers. Now they're real dusty. I haven't cleaned or anything like that. So this is the OG one. So this was the original controller I got with the old Red Ring of Death Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Still got it. Then when the Xbox Slim 360 Slim came out, that was the controller that came with it. And then this is my fuck everyone in this lobby controller.
Is that a that's
a modded controller.
Oh.
So it has a whole heap of different settings. It's also got aimbot installed in it, so no matter where you are in the game, I can shoot you in the head with this.
I didn't realize you could put mods in the controller for it to work. I thought it had to be on the console.
Generally you can, but not with this controller. I don't know how it does it, but it does it.
Okay. Well,
it's insane. It makes like a pistol fucking fully automatic. Fucking, like, I used to run around with the 50 BMG on Modern Warfare 2, like, with this thing, and it was just like, you just hear this gun just like, like, continuously all over the map. And even on Halo 3, this thing fucking dominated on Halo 3. Because, like, what it would do, if you were to use it on the turret, the Warthog, I don't know how it did it, but it would make because you know how like you got the circle and then the warthog when you shoot, it will shoot a random pattern in that circle. It's usually like bottom left, top right hand side.
Yeah,
top
no,
left,
I know the pattern. I know the pattern
There
you're
is a
talking about.
pattern. It is repeatable. It's not random, but it's in the circle. And then you'll get one shot in the center. I don't know how it does it, but this will make every single shot in the center. I really don't understand how it does that.
So
and it wasn't expensive. It was only like $80.
That's literally how much they all cost, though.
Yeah, I know. Now they're like $100 and something for controller that breaks within a month. Yeah, Ray got me when the Xbox One X. When I first got it, and then Xbox released the custom controllers, like all the different colors and stuff. I had a red one, and literally third week, it was fucked.
Oh, wow.
Like it was getting drift that bad. It was unplayable. So we returned it under warranty and we got this blue one because they didn't have any more of the red. And it lasted a lot longer, but now it's starting to show some wear and tear. I do have a wired controller, which is this one, which is really, really good. But
I have a wired controller too. It's like a Logitech. It was one of those. It was something I was like, you know what? I just need something to just play on the Tekken on the PC. So I went out and bought a Logitech controller, and it works just fine.
Is that the same Logitech controller that they used in the submarine that died?
Possibly. No, I think mine's wired. Theirs was wireless because their controller disconnected.
Yeah.
Which is, it's not funny. But at the same time, it's like funny. You cannot make this shit up.
No, I'm sorry, but it's fucking funny.
Because
they were so arrogant and so retarded that the reason why they are dead is because they put their trust in a complete incompetent idiot. Like, you look at the submarine that he had made, and if you just like didn't have that little voice in the back of your head, it was like, this is a really bad idea. Then there's something wrong with you, and unfortunately, your Darwinism really came to fruition on that day. But,
and that's the only part that's sort of the Darwin aspect is the Darwin Awards aspect is the only part of it that's amusing, but everything else is like, Jesus.
Oh, the family, like I feel sorry for the family, and it's horrible. That,
definitely.
They're the only people I feel sorry for and I feel sad for, but they themselves I don't give a fuck about because they're idiots. You don't do you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and that is death.
Yeah, I understand that.
You don't fuck with the water.
Yeah, no, I don't go anywhere near the water.
Like on the bright side, at least it was instantaneous. It was so fast of a reaction that they wouldn't even have been conscious for it happening.
No, that is true.
That is how quick. Like, for those who don't understand how crazy those pressures are that deep, like from the time of the submarine collapsing and basically imploding and exploding at the same time, it would have been, I think it was like a fraction of a second. Like,
yeah, absolutely. I don't think I think it was even a fraction of a half a second.
Put it this way, it was faster than a neuron firing. So yeah. So like,
which is really actually quite impressive. If you think about it. It is. Nature is fucking scary.
It is. So yeah, they wouldn't have been aware of what happened. They were turned into juice before they even knew what happened. So
yeah.
And they would have been. They would have literally been
reassuring.
They would have literally been turned into a fucking pulp. Every single cell in their body would have compressed against one another, so it would have just gone.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool when I think about it.
Yeah. I actually, you know what? When I was a kid, I actually dreamed about making a little submarine just to sort of go in shallow waters, emphasis on shallow waters, and just sort of chill out.
Well, it's like,
it's pretty cool.
It's surprising. Like, if you were to get a long snorkel, and you were to go down in the water, not deep water, like down in the water, you would only make it not even a meter, and you wouldn't be able to breathe through it, because that's how much pressure it takes for you to not be able to breathe anymore. It's like a meter, or a little bit less than a meter. Yeah, it's not very deep to the point where you can't, where your lungs, your chest cavity is compressed that badly with the pressure of the water that you can't breathe that much. And the same with the car as well. If you say, for example, you were to turn a car into a submarine, and to feed the engine of oxygen, you make a long ass snorkel that goes up into the sky, right?
Yep.
And you would drive the car along the bottom of the ocean bed, and you had the snorkel up the top.
Yeah.
It would be exactly the same depth as you and I from the engine, from the position where the engine's located, that it would no longer more be able to suck air in.
How does that work? I feel like that's just weird.
It's not weird. It's all to do with the water pressures and the way vacuums and stuff work. So that's why it wouldn't work. That's why submarines. That's why diesel submarines, when they come up to surface for air, because how submarines get away, like diesel generated submarines work, because they actually have air storage tanks that the engine feeds off of. And then all the exhaust gases, because they're all electric, so they're diesel generators. The way they work is they will charge up the batteries with a diesel generator and turn off, and then they run on battery for the propulsion. Like, all submarines are actually electric, including nuclear. And it's just how they charge the batteries is different, whether it be with a diesel generator, whether it be with a nuclear reactor. And with a diesel generator, what they do, when they come up to the surface to get air, they're filling the tanks of air. And that's why they have to come like out of the water pretty much, or just above the surface. So then that way, when the snorkel sticks out of the water, it can suck air in. Because otherwise, if it's too deep, it can't suck air in. And then also it releases all of the exhaust gases at the same time. So that's why it's pretty like an engineering marvel with diesel submarines, because they not only have to worry about, oxygen for you or I using CO2 scrubbers and all that sort of stuff, but they also have to worry about the oxygen for the engine itself as well. And then also got to worry about how are they going to do with the gases and stuff like that with the exhaust. So that's why diesel submarines can't stay underwater for as long, because they need to get fresh air in and they need to expel exhaust gases out. Plus also all the other stuff as well. So, yeah. That's why nuclear subs can basically stay underwater indefinitely, because they don't need to come up for oxygen. And with the CO2 scrubbers, people never have to worry about getting a fresh supply of oxygen either, because it makes it all in-house.
Far out. That's pretty intense.
It's pretty cool. Same technology they use in submarines they use in the space station.
Right, well, I guess it makes sense. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Because that's like another.
Or no need to reinvent the wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like another really cool thing with space stations. I never knew how much heat those fuckers have to like spend. Like the amount of heat that generates inside the space stations or any spacecraft or anything like that have people living in it. It generates so much fucking heat inside it, and because it's in space, you can't just expel it. So they have to use like water tubes and stuff like that through, how you see the big solar arms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of those are radiators as well.
Oh, wow.
So they radiate the heat. Yeah, they extract the heat through water tubes outside on those wings to cool off in space, basically, cool them down. Because obviously, in space, it's that fucking cold when you're not in the sun. But yeah, it's
I wonder how that radiation, well, how those radiators would work when you've got direct eye contact with the sun.
I think they work the exact same way. I don't think they heat up from the sun, because they are somewhat insulated. But yeah,
okay,
or shielded, I should say. So, but yeah, I was watching a astronaut explain it. But basically, if they didn't have the radiators on the space station, the astronauts would literally cook alive in there. Would get that hot.
Far out.
Yeah, pretty insane, really. It's because you can't get the air out. That's the problem. Like, it's airtight. Obviously, you can't because you're in a vacuum. But also, like, yeah, it just heats up that quickly in there. You got all those electronics and stuff like that. So it's just another thing you have to worry about is heat transfer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would never go to space. If someone was to say I would pay you $1 million to fly up into space, I'd be like, no.
Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere.
I am not.
I want to keep my boots on the ground and out of the water.
I would only do it if it was like Star Citizen style ship travel, like space travel.
We just really, really quickly.
Yeah, really quickly and really comfortably in a nice ship.
I could imagine like someone from NASA coming up to you and say, "Hey man, you want to go to a space mission?" And you're like, "Yeah, I've got like 5 minutes. Can we make it quick?"
I'm like, do you want me to go on your ship or do you want me to take mine? And they're like, what? I'm like, I built a ship out the back. And then they're like, and then they just get really fucking confused on like what ship I'm on about. And then I like, and then I show them this thing, and I'm just like, yeah, I built a ship. It's a 400i, and they're like,
what's a 400i?
They're like, what the fuck is a 400i? And then I'm just like,
you make a spaceship out of 400 eyes or something?
No, this is the 400i. I can get it to fucking. Hang on. I want the pictures. There we go. Here's the pictures.
What pictures?
All right. So like, just imagine this. NASA's just like, oh, I want you to go on a space program, and we'll fly you up in like one of Elon's rockets and all that sort of stuff. It's state of the art and all that sort of shit. I'm just like,
state of the art.
And I'm like, you sure? I think I'd rather take my ship. And they're like, wait, what ship? And then I show them that. Like,
oh,
I built it and I made it work for me, and it just works somehow. Like,
yeah, you just built your own spaceship.
Just built my own spaceship with luxury that I can fly in and out of whenever I want. And then the conversation that would have is just like, they would just look at me and dumbfounded. They wouldn't know what to do. And then I'll be like, nah, let's go the 890 jump. I think I really want to like go up there. Could I bring my family up there with me and just like have some luxury? I'll make it like crude and all that sort of stuff. You know, we'll have people serving us drinks and stuff. And NASA's just like, what?
No, let's skip Mars. Let's go straight to Jupiter.
Yeah, we'll just go everywhere.
And then next week we'll go to Neptune, and then the week after that we'll go to Pluto. I'll show you what that's like.
By the way, for reference, this ship size. Okay, for reference, this ship is pretty much the same size as an aircraft carrier.
Oh right.
For size comparison,
a tiny little thing. This
ship is fucking huge. It's also the most expensive ship in game.
Yeah.
So much so, I'll show you how expensive it is to buy with real money. And yes, people.
I don't understand how people spend real money on this game. It's not that impressive.
By the way, for those who don't know what Star Citizen, it is the highest grossing game of all time, where they made like billions last year. Not millions, billions. Like, they made more money than a lot of movies did. Like, they made more money last year than Deadpool did at box office. Like, that's insane. And it's because a whole heap of rich people fucking fund it. That's what it is. The impound. I want to search it. 890 jump.
Does 890 and 890 jump signify anything?
I have no idea.
Right.
Okay. Now, if you were to buy this ship with your real money, that's how much you'd be spending just for the ship. Real life money. This is USD. So
how much? What does it say? I can't see.
So $1,199.99, and that's $200 off. That's on sale.
And that's American money, so
That's
that's like
USD, yeah.
what, 2,000 Australian dollars?
Yep. So if you were to buy that, that's how much it is, and that's not even the most expensive package. Oh, there's a really expensive one that I was showing. It was like $4,000 or $10,000 or something ridiculous. Yeah. I think it was it came with a Carrick. Oh, fuck off. The Carrick is nowhere near as expensive, which doesn't make sense because it's just as big. And you get another ship with it too. So to buy the Carrick, it's $369 USD. You could buy paint jobs for the Galaxy, which isn't even out. So you can buy ships that aren't even fucking out.
Just pre-order it casually.
Yeah, that one's $5.99 for the Carrick and the ship there. Just trying to think, where's that bundle that I was looking at? So this comes in a bundle lot. So this bundle lot costs $1,499.99. And then you've got this one here, which is $4,999.
Oh.
I wonder if they did have it sold out last time I was looking at it.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing that fucking blows my mind
3,
is the fact that you can only get a certain amount of the ships, even though they're all
out.
digital. It is digital property and it's sold out.
Yeah,
how?
They only get a certain amount of basically like models or keys or whatever. So you get these ships in there. So $3,690 and you get these ships. And then you also get these ships here. These are big fucking ships. Like this thing here was massive. It's massive. Like when you're in the game and you stand up next to the ships, I somehow managed to get that for free because I glitched. The game's a bit broken at the moment, and like
a couple
of days before it broke, I rented one of these and a rock, which is a mining vessel. It's like a ground vehicle and it's a mining vessel, and I'm trying to make money, like, because you can buy all these ships in game. Like, you don't need to spend real money to get them, but if you spend real money to get them, you have them because they do wipes. So you have to start from scratch again. But if you own the ship outright, like I bought the game with a starting ship, so I paid $60 US for the game. Oh no, I only paid $45 USD, so I paid $60 Australian for the game and a standalone ship, and I'm able to play the full game. Like I don't need to actually buy any more ships. But if you wanted to invest in this game because you like it that much,
invest in this game.
That's essentially what it is. It's a ploy to get crowdfunding. So you're paying for something, getting something out of it. That's the way it works. And this game's over a decade old already. So
it's fucking nuts.
And last year they made billions. Like, and they've been making over a few billion consecutively lately. So,
how much money did they make last year? Because I'm more than sure that it's...
Well, see, this is wrong because I'm looking at some of this thing. They're saying that they raised 104 million last year, which isn't actually true.
What do you think the number is?
I know it's over $1 billion. Because they are crowdfunding, they literally have their funds. They literally display where their funds are gone. One good thing about them is they are very transparent what they're doing with the money, and they're not actually spending the money much. So they spent a lot of the money on expanding. So they've opened quite a lot of offices all over the world to be able to diversify the resources in produce, because each one of those ships are handmade. Because like so at the moment they've got 3 solar systems. So you got your main solar system, which is a starting solar system, and you can go to every single planet. You can land at any point in the planet. This is like pretty cool technology in terms of gaming. And you can explore everything. They're gonna add trees and forests and stuff like that next soon as well. So they're gonna populate the planets. They have kind of, but it's like not as pretty. But they're gonna make it pretty. You can go inside every single building, all that sort of stuff. You can fly in cities and all that sort of shit. But every single ship in the game is handmade. So a graphics designer team has gone in and made it, and you can open every button. You can press every control panel. They've changed the way cargo works now, where you have to manually load cargo. There is an option to get the game to load it for you with a cost, because there's a few ships that aren't up to par where where you have to basically you can't manually load the cargo because the cargo bays are unoperable at the moment, so you have to pay someone to load it. But yeah, it's like really, really in-depth gameplay. It's a second life. You know, you either want to play, you either want to isekai in real life. That's Star Citizen for you. It's isekai in real life. It is a whole new life. But it is super like new world technology, and it's super fucking buggy, and you will blow up, you will die, weird shit will happen, and but at the end of the day, when it's finally finished in probably another 10 years, knowing how long it's gonna be, the technology is gonna further so many different things. So it's an innovative game, I would say, but I can't wait for Squadron 42, which is their single player space combat game. That's gonna be fucking sick. Spending a lot of money on that. Yeah, they are. The graphics are insane, but the gameplay is insane because it's got the same realism as Star Citizen does. So, like your character, who's a space pilot, fighter pilot, when you run to your ship, you actually run to your ship. Like obviously in game, but like, and you click the button to open the cockpit, and the ladder drops down, and then you climb up in it, then you jump in, then you got to turn on your systems, and then you got power management, your fucking ships and shield and engine, all that sort of stuff when you're in a dogfight, and you got to go. You can either be discreet, you got to like go in quiet, no guns, low power, and then when the enemy's within range, turn everything on and fucking open fire on them, so they're not really catch them by surprise. Like that sort of gameplay is all in it already. So. It's pretty cool. It really is. But it just buggy as fuck. But yeah, it's early access, so what do you expect? But
well,
yeah.
actually, I mean, talking about early access, and then you basically say it's buggy as hell, but it's early access and made by a company who's made a game for over 10 years and still buggy as hell.
Yeah, but it's because they keep adding things to it. That's the problem.
No.
You know, like they've changed engines twice.
Yeah, because the other one's probably expired.
They've just created the persistent universe. So that's where I was telling you, where if you say, for example, you get blown up and you're on one server, that ship wreckage is going to be on all the servers.
Oh,
it is chaotic because there's just debris everywhere and ships everywhere. They're gonna clean. They're gonna work out how to clean it all up. That's the reason why they introduced salvaging, because salvaging in the game allows players to salvage the ships that either they lost or other players have lost, so then that way you can clean up the servers and not have too many entities in it.
I feel like someone would definitely try to fuck with that system and basically just keep spawning ships and just blowing them up to spawn in as many entities as humanly possible.
Yeah, they could do that. But it is pretty beefy because of the amount of players dying all the time. I don't think one person could crash it. If like everybody, like a handful of people in the server were doing it, then fucking I reckon it would definitely, yeah.
Yeah, right.
But no, it works so far. The only reason why it bugged the fuck out is because I introduced something else. I don't know. I can't remember. But when I add that, they have a warning when you log on that you enter at your own risk. So it's really fucked in the moment. But before that, it was playing fine. It also doesn't help that I didn't really understand the mechanics that well. Because when I first started playing the game, I was on a computer that could run it. Now I have a computer that can run it. It's a bit of a learning curve, and things have changed a lot since I last played it. Before I've started getting into it now. But yeah, I was mining all day today. Like I said, I got a free rock and a free cutlass black, and so what I did is I spawned my rock mining rig and loaded up inside my Cutlass Black spaceship, and then I flew around and found mineable rocks and mined, and then I fucked up because I forgot that the cargo systems change, which means inventory systems change, which means I had to divide up all my rocks, my gems that I've collected into lots of 50, and I had 1,800 in total of gems. So I had to split them all down to 50 size so I can carry them individually and sell them.
Huh.
See, I have bought a box, like a cargo container in the game. So then that way I can load up. Like when I do bunkers, like that time when Ray walked in on me and she saw like 100 dead naked men in my ship because I did a bunker mission and I killed them all, and then I started ferrying them one by one on board my ship. And then when they're on my ship, I stripped all their clothing off, all their guns, and loaded them up in my cargo container. And then I just like jumped to a jump point and just fucking emptied all their bodies into space. And then, like, because this persistent universe, it means that someone's going to go to the jump point and there's going to be all these naked dudes just floating around the jump point. And they're going to be like, what the fuck? I would love to be there and see the face of that person. And that's another cool thing in the game. The webcam tracks your face. So you're like, if you smile and that, your avatar's face moves with yours.
Oh, that's really creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
It is, but you get used to it. Like it works really well. Like someone was being sarcastic to me today. When I was chatting with someone and they were like, kind of being a dick. And when I was watching them talk, I was like, I could see the sarcasm in their face. I was like, what? What the fuck? I can tell you're sarcastic visually. That's cool. But anyway, yeah. So what about your week before we finish off? Sorry, I've sort of steamrolled that conversation.
That's all right. What was your question? Sorry.
What was your week like? What happened?
Really busy. A lot of busyness. Just really busy.
Yeah,
just chaotic and busy, and there's just a lot going on always.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really nothing major to report. Just a lot of little jobs, excuse me.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, just a lot of excuse me again, sorry. Sorry, I'm just coughing my lungs up.
That's no dramas.
Yeah, and I've just been busy as hell. Just a lot of work, and I'm actually you know what? As of today, I'm thinking about maybe next year I'm going to do one or two things.
Yeah.
Start learning how to be a high school maths teacher, or enroll in a electronics course, like do a cert 2 in electronics. So I'm learning more about electronics and transistors and whatnot. Over the last couple of days, I'm thinking, oh, I can actually just start building my own preamps, which is one thing I want to do.
Yeah,
because there's a preamp that I want to make which has high pass and low pass filtering built into it. But all the ones, the one that I'm looking at to buy, I'm not going to buy it. I'd rather just build it. It's a Trident 80B microphone preamp.
Yeah.
with the high pass and low pass filtering built into it. But the problem is it's about $1,200 each, and it does one
Jesus.
thing. It's like,
Yeah.
far out, man. That is really expensive.
Yeah, that is.
Other than that, there's another thing I'd like to do. There's one audio brand called JLM, which make audio equipment, but more importantly, they make DIY kits. So I'm thinking, ooh, I wonder if I could build my own one of those, because they're about 500-ish. No,
Yeah.
a little under $500 per kit, but about $1,200 to buy it pre-made.
Yeah, that'd be
So
really
usually,
cool. But you could do both,
yeah,
though, couldn't you? Really, when you think
I could.
about it, yeah.
I could.
Because like being at the moment with the teacher shortage and that, like you get a lot of really good bonuses, especially if you work out rural, and as you already live rural, you know, get a lot of bonuses.
It's just the whole like, what do I how much into my qualification do I need to go before I become a teacher, or do I need to have a full qualification to become a teacher, or
well, you wouldn't need to do any electives because you've already got another degree. So essentially, all you would need to do is the education side of things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you wouldn't need to, like if you've already done basic maths in your uni, you don't need to do it again. Like if there's a crossover and you've already done classes that teachers do, you don't need to do, and then you just focus on the core classes. Usually that's how it works.
Okay.
It is easier to do another degree when you've already done a degree because you've already done half of it essentially.
Right.
But yeah, but no, I think you'd make a good teacher, to be honest.
Yeah, because my one of my nieces, where she lives, well, basically the entire state that she lives in, they changed the curriculum for trigonometry.
Yeah.
And essentially every single student in a year failed trigonometry as a result, and I think that is absolutely horrible, because trigonometry is one of my favorite maths.
Yeah.
My math subjects, because it is a perfect mathematics.
Yeah.
And I think it was last year she was having trouble with mathematics.
Yeah.
And so I gave her some tips and sort of analogized it for her and sort of walked her through, how to think about it. And I got her from a D average to a B average.
Yeah.
And I think that was literally with 1 or 2 sessions. So I would really thoroughly like to, and essentially I explained this to my friends last night. My what was it? My entry letter into becoming a teacher would essentially be an angry letter to the government saying, "Fine, I'll fucking do it myself."
Fair enough. Yeah. Well, anyways, on that note, we're gonna end the podcast. That's a pretty positive note, to be honest. If he's got some future ambitions.
Yes, I like electricity too.
Yeah. So there you go. Ray just told you there.
I will. Yeah. I'll look into it.
Yep, definitely. And then you could even get a job out here.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be interesting. And that would pay for the whole move too, so we wouldn't have to pay a cent. But anyway, Spliffy, we're gonna raid into our good old friend Goober Belly.
Oh, Goober Belly, Goober Bell, not Goober Belly.
I'm gonna tell her I can call her Belly.
Oh God.
Nah, Goober Bell. We'll catch you all next time.
Oh jeez.
See you all later.
See ya.